Blackpool Pleasure Beach was founded in 1896 and has always been owned and run by the Thompson family. Not only is it one of the most popular theme parks in the UK, but it also ranks in the top 20 most visited amusement parks in the world. It is estimated around 7 million people visit the attraction each year. For those of you not aware or have never heard of Blackpool, Blackpool is sort of like the UK's Las Vegas, but on the coast. Casinos, hotels, theme park, and a large tower that lights up the sky at night, called Blackpool Tower. And of course, one of the best known attractions in Blackpool is the Pleasure Beach theme park. The theme park is currently 120 years old enough to accumulate some creepy stories and ghosts. Today, I'm going to explore some of the experiences people have had or witnessed while visiting the Pleasure Beach over the course of its existence. The Ghost Train. We have all heard of the Ghost Train. No matter which theme park you go, there always seems to be one. The Ghost Train in Blackpool Pleasure Beach was the first of its kind in the world, and where the name originates. Opened in 1930, the ride can take 2 people at a time and lasts about 4 minutes. The ride consists mainly of special effects, such as glow-in-the-dark paint and lights. Many scenes in the ride are based on horror stories, characters, or films such as Dracula and The Exorcist. The most frightening part of the Ghost Train might in fact be a real ghost, nicknamed Cloggy. Cloggy is believed to be a former ride operator who always wore clogs, which can often be heard clattering around the ride and inside the walls. He has been heard by guests on rides, as well as the workmen carrying out repairs. Odd sounds, tapping, footsteps, and groaning have all been heard echoing through the walls. Once, workmen reported that after carrying out some routine repairs, they had turned the power off to the ride and were in the process of leaving for the day. However, on their way out, they noticed a skull atop the ride was still lit up. Perplexed, they made their way back in and spent the next hour trying to figure out how the skull was still lit up, even though the power had been disconnected. Whatever they did, the skull would just not turn off. Eventually, they reported it as a one-off incident and left. Guests on the ride have reported being tapped or poked on the shoulder as they traversed its track, only to be told after that this was not part of the ride. The tapping and poking is very common and is still being reported by visitors to this day. An old pub called the Star Pub, which was located at the Pleasure Beach, had reports of guests seeing a figure that looked a bit like Karl Marx, which was also encountered many times by employees. When they went into the cellar to fetch beer barrels, the Marx lookalike would stand in the corner, staring at them until they get what they need and leave. Glasses, bottles, and even pictures on the walls would mysteriously be moved. Lights would be switched on and off, and a woman had even been heard singing in the dead of the night. Unfortunately, the pub was demolished in 2018. Countless visitors to Blackpool Pleasure Beach have remarked that the ice skating rink is by far the creepiest place in the park. The sound of invisible people skating is regularly reported when there is no living person on the ice. A handful of times, the apparitions of people in early 20th century attire have been reported standing outside the rink as if watching loved ones skate. Equipment has been found moved during the night, and padlocked doors have been found open. In the park's main gift shop, the ghost of a little girl has been observed by staff closing up for the day. She has been described as wearing old-fashioned clothes and being around the age of 9 to 10 years old. According to staff, she appears to delight in moving things around and playing innocent pranks on staff and visitors. No one is certain of who the girl is, but she has been known to be active at any time during the day and night. And finally, in the Pleasure Beach casino, the ghost of a construction worker named Patrick is sometimes seen. He apparently died during the building of the casino in the 1930s and has haunted the place ever since it opened, especially in the maintenance area. There are plenty of other ghost stories and strange goings on that I have not included in this video, but it's safe to say the Pleasure Beach is probably one of the most haunted theme parks in the world. If you ever visit Blackpool and check out the Pleasure Beach theme park, be sure to have your camera with you and keep a lookout for any strange occurrences mentioned in this video. Do you have any creepy experiences from theme parks? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.